But it's amazing to me that, in time, not only do I see that as a dad, but life can get difficult. It can just be hard sometimes. I was flying from Corpus Christi, Texas to Phoenix, Arizona. Now get the geography on this. Texas to Arizona. I get to the airport at 5:45 in the morning. I go, yeah, I'm flying to Phoenix. And they go, oh, I'm sorry, your flight's been canceled. There was a winter storm in Atlanta. He says, but good news, we've rebooked you. We'll have you there tonight at 9:30. And I said, is there another flight? He's like, oh, no, that's the best we can do. I'm like, that's the best you can do? I said, it's 5:50 in the morning. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the best we can do. That's the best you can do? I said, you're telling me from right now, 5:50 in the morning till tonight at 9:30, there's only one airplane leaving from this region of the country flying to Phoenix, Arizona? And he says, well, of course not. I said, okay, let's start there and work backwards. And he types, well, you probably won't want to do this, but I can tell you from Corpus, Houston, Salt Lake, Phoenix, and you can be there by 4:30. I'm like, do that. And he says, okay, dude. I said, do I need to take my bag? No, we'll take care of it. It was going great until I got to Salt Lake City. I thought I had 2 hours, but I didn't because I heard my name over the loudspeaker. Kenn Kington, please report to gate E18 immediately. Kenn Kington, E18. I'm like, crud. I took off running. I get to gate 18 and I'm like, I'm Kenn. Is the flight still here? Is it like, oh yeah, it's not for another hour and a half. I'm like, well, you called my name. They're like, oh, are you Kenn? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, you need to talk to those guys. 2 ramp workers, the knee pads and the headphones. And I said, hi, I'm Kenn Kington. Is there something I can help you with? They're like, oh, do you want to tell them or you want me to tell them? I said, tell me what? They said, I don't know how to tell you this, but your bag, it didn't make it. And I fly 200 flights a year. That happens a couple times a year. And I said, well, did it not make it from Corpus to Houston or Houston to here? And they both looked, they went, no, it got here, but it didn't make it. I said, I'm so sorry, I'm not following you. I'm so sorry. I'm a little slow, and I was in special class, so I'm just... And he says, well, see, there was a roll or an accident. Your bag is gone. We think we saved most of what was inside of it, but your bag is gone. I said, can I see it? And they both went, no. I said, I can't see it. And they said, the biggest piece is about this big. And sure enough, when I finally got my stuff, it had exploded on the tarmac. There were airplane wheel marks across my clothes. I said, well, okay. I said, well, is there a reason why you called me? They said, yeah, we're putting it in a temporary container. We just want to let you know you can make a claim when you get to Phoenix. I'm like, okay. And they said, well, you're taking this pretty well. I'm like, well, is there anything I can do? I'm like, no, but, is the flight on time? Yeah. So I get to Phoenix. And I'm sitting there at the baggage claim. Now, it's not like Atlanta where it comes out of the bottom or out the sides at most airports. In Phoenix, there's 2 that come out of the ceiling, and they come down. And I'm standing there with about 80 people when it dawns on me. As the luggage begins to come down, I have no idea what I'm looking for. I figure I'll just wait. And then it became painfully obvious what I was looking for. I want you to picture the largest garbage bag you have ever seen. And the reason I knew it was mine is because it was clear. Here comes my shoes and my underwear, and these 2 ladies behind me are like, oh, good Lord, who would do that? So now I'm going to let everybody leave before I leave. And that didn't work. People are taking their luggage and then watching this thing go around, Finally, I'm like, I gotta go. So I pick this up, and the 2 ladies are like, oh, good Lord. And I'm like, I look like some hobo Santa Claus walking through the airport. But you know what? Life happens like that. And I need help, and people need help, and we need each other, and we need help, and I wish there were signs for help, but there's not. There's signs for everything else, but not for things that matter. I was in Orlando, Florida. If you're ever down there, look in I-4. In the median on I-4 in Orlando, Florida, they have a sign. They have paid hundreds of dollars to put this sign up. Do not mow. Apparently there's some renegade landscapers in Florida driving around going, hey, Bubba, you see any cops? Break out the John Deere, we're cutting some grass. Woo! And they're dumbing down signs. They used to have a sign, deer crossing. Do you remember that one? And they changed it to get on the Christmas theme, deer Xing. Apparently that was too hard, so now it's just a picture of a deer. I shared that in Ohio. This guy came up and goes, I can't believe you said that. He says, my wife hit a deer less than 100 yards from one of those signs last week. And I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. He's like, no, that's not what I'm telling you. He says, they called me. I went out. She was okay, and I couldn't help it. I said, honey, did you not see the sign? Her response, I never thought they'd come from the other way. You're going to need to give me the keys. And the signs, they could do pictures for